What is up, guys? Oz here for this month's top 5 video, and being November, this is a top 5 that actually Alex wanted to do, and explain why, please.
Because
we sure do.
Because November is one of my favorite months because it has my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. And what does Thanksgiving have? Your family.
Yes.
So this month's top 5 is top 5 family films.
Now the criteria for this is either be like top 5 movies for kids, or movies that you can watch with your whole family, or as Lucas brought up, movies that talk about families.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's either one of those qualifications, and of course we do have some honorable mentions, and we will have our shit stains as usual.
I got a couple honorable mentions. I'm just gonna go through them rapid fire real quick. The first one is Shrek.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one.
Shrek, it definitely does talk of family as well, because Shrek, Fiona, and all them spoiler anyway, because who hasn't seen Shrek?
I haven't. No, I'm just kidding.
Shrek is pretty much the outcast of the village, and he meets Eddie Murphy's character, the donkey. Donkey! Shrek is definitely a fun family movie. It shows a lot about family, and it is a fantastic animation movie. Mike Myers does an excellent job, along with Eddie Murphy. They both have great chemistry together. So, my second honorable mention is The Wizard of Oz.
Ah, very good choice.
Like, the one thing is, I would be in my top 5, but I didn't grow up with it completely. I saw it when I was a kid, but I don't remember as much. I've only seen it once. Pretty much everyone knows the story of Wizard of Oz. If you don't know the story of Wizard of Oz,
if you haven't seen Wizard of Oz,
have you been living in a cave? Next honorable mention on my list, Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney films because it's about Aladdin. We're getting to summon the genie, who is absolutely fantastic in the movie. Like, this movie is pretty much a tale of love and loss. How Jafar controls Jasmine and all this other stuff. It's a lot of fun, this movie. I don't want to go into too much detail about it because I think a lot of people know about Aladdin already. Like, a lot of these movies, people should know about my movies. My last honorable mention is Finding Nemo.
Oh, another great one.
Finding Nemo is absolutely fantastic. Especially with the one scene with shark. It was still a fun family movie. I absolutely love it. And it's talking about family as well because... Anyway, this is another fantastic Pixar animation film. So
I have one honorable mention. This movie came out, I believe, 2 years ago, and it's not only a movie for families to watch, but it's also a great movie for film lovers, and that's Hugo. Martin Scorsese directed this. It's a fantastic kids movie, and it's also a great family film. He has to make the discovery of how to finish this mechanical robot that this father was trying to make, and how everything fits together. It's such a great family film that everyone can watch. Martin Scorsese, this was his first 3D film, I should say, and it does a fantastic job. It's definitely a movie you can also watch not only Thanksgiving but also on Christmas.
Well, I have 3 honorable mentions also.
Okay. I have 4.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Shut up.
These movies I grew up with. My first is The Little Rascals.
Oh,
The Little Rascals.
Wait, the colored version?
The live action version. The color one. The one in the 90s.
One
in the 90s.
It's nostalgic, but now we look at it, it kind of sucks.
No, it was actually pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I mean, the scene where they're racing and the race car.
It's strictly a kid's movie. Strictly a kid movie.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to be. Family-friendly kid movies. That's what it is. My second one is Richie Rich.
Oh, Richie Rich!
Second one is Richie Rich. One of Macaulay Culkin's last movies as a childhood actor. I think it was his actually last movie as a childhood actor.
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
But either way, this was a pretty good one.
It wasn't Pagemaster?
No, it was Richie Rich because his voice deepened. He got more mature. The last honorable mention I have is Air Bud.
Oh,
Air Bud, the one where he plays basketball. A dog playing basketball.
I remember I cried so much when I first saw that movie.
You cried?
Wait, it's a dog! Remember the scene where they're trying to get him back, but that fucking asshole's trying to get him back?
Oh, yeah, he stole him. He stole him, right? Oh,
yeah, that scene got me in tears.
Yeah, and then he had to escape, and then he went back and played basketball and won the state championship for some team that I don't remember.
That had to rely on a dog.
Exactly. The dog was their best player.
And he got drafted to the Bobcats and then had a terrible career.
And that's why those 3 are my honorable mentions. So let's move into the top 5.
Shall we begin?
Number 5.
Number 5 is definitely going to be an interesting movie. You guys, I don't know if you guys have seen it recently, but I've seen it recently. It's definitely a good movie.
Recently?
Actually, like a couple of years ago. It's not too recent, but like it's a movie that it talks about family. It is also a family film, and it should be my family films list because see the top name of the title. That's why this is in it. The movie is known as The Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
Incredibles, directed by Brad Bird. It has Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Jason Lee, Spencer Fox, Samuel L. Jackson is in this movie as well.
Where is my super suit?
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Yes, I will say that.
Austin.
Wrong movie.
That is not a family
You don't
movie.
mention Samuel L. Jackson without saying those lines.
Okay,
Enough
Austin.
said.
Austin, that's not a family
It's
movie.
Samuel L. Jackson. Anyway, keep going.
This movie is an absolutely fantastic cast. It's a great plot. The superheroes are amazing, especially Craig T. Nelson as Mr. Incredible. Oh man, it's got a great plot. I don't remember too much of the movie. I haven't seen it like in the longest time. I haven't seen it. I know I saw it recently, but it was like it's been fogging my memory because I've seen other movies.
Brad Bird directed did Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, by the way. And Iron Giant, should I add?
Yep.
Yes.
Both good movies. And anyway, this movie is absolutely fantastic. The score's fantastic. The battle scenes are great.
Oh, yes.
Especially with Samuel L. Jackson gets involved. They're great.
I won't say it again.
Don't say it again, Austin, please. The one underrated character in the movie is the baby.
Oh, yeah. Little Jack.
Little Jack. He has some crazy powers.
That guy turned into a freaking demon. He died.
It's crazy though. Everyone in the superhero family had awesome powers, and it was just good chemistry and overall just a great plot, fantastic film. Yeah, that's all I have to say. That's why it's my number 5.
My number 5 is a movie I saw recently during summertime.
This summer?
Yes. One of my friends recommended me this movie. It's a movie about Alfonso Cuarón. This guy is a master at what he makes. He recently did Gravity, which is one of my favorite films of the year. It's a movie, it's based on the book. Also, should I add? It's a movie called A Little Princess. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, believe me, I know, it sounds like a girly movie, but
it sounds like a girly Barbie.
Believe me, it is not. It's about a girl named Sarah. Yes, it's about a girl named Sarah.
How am I not surprised?
Hey, yeah, she was.
How am I not surprised?
She was the one who got me to. Hey, I loved it. Okay, let me explain. This girl used to live in India with her dad, who goes into like World War I, if I remember correctly. And basically, she gets sent off to a boarding school, and she's like the richest girl there until her father is presumably killed in action. To which the headmaster treats her like a slave afterwards because she's a greedy bitch. Basically, what the story unfolds is that Sarah believes that every girl should be treated like a princess. Every little girl, at least. Like, she says, like, you should be treated like a princess. But you know what? It's weird because this teacher treats everyone like a low class, like they're in the slums. It's such a fantastic film, and when Sarah tells them the stories and everything, it brings a sense of wonder, which Alfonso Cuarón does so well in this film. But the best part about this film is the ending, because I'm not gonna lie, I did tear up a few times in this movie, because the acting from, yes, I have this movie, and shut the fuck up.
This is tearing up.
I know. It is a sad movie because of what happens. You feel bad for this girl because she might be an orphan, but at the very end, it's a very uplifting film at the end. It's not so a great kids movie, but it's a film that if you have a daughter, show your daughter this movie, okay? This is a movie that she will be enchanted and or bedazzled by. Yeah, I said that word. If you want a good family film that also has a lot of meaning to it, watch Little Princess. It's a fantastic film, and that's why it's my number 5. Shut up.
My number 5 is also a book to film adaptation.
Oh, okay.
You guys probably never heard of this movie or book. Hopefully you have. It's called Where the Red Fern Grows.
I have heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
I think I've read the book.
Yes, it's about a family that lives in the South. I'm not sure which state, and they have 2 dogs, 2 red-bone coonhounds. I forget the whole plot line, but it was. Oh shit. I should have done my research.
Oh, it's Mr. Do.
How could you, Mr. Do?
Why do you call me that?
Because
the family is in the South. They have dogs, and apparently they get taken away, and it's pretty much the same thing as Air Bud, except they don't play basketball.
Oh, okay.
So they get taken away. They run away. The dogs run away. They find their family back home, and it's a very feel-good movie, and I have really nothing much to say about it. That's why it's my number 5.
Number 4.
Number 4. This is a great family film. You guys know it's obviously another Disney movie.
How great is it, Lucas?
It is fantastic. It is one of the best Disney films ever. It's one of my favorite Disney films of all time. It is absolutely fantastic. It's The Lion King. The Lion King, the original.
I was looking at your phone. I was looking at your face.
The
I thought you were
original,
on my phone.
Lucas.
My bad.
What's the other Lion King?
No, that's The Lion King.
Keep going.
Alright, anyway, you have an all-star cast in this movie. Matthew
It's the
Broderick.
original Lion King. I'm like, what other Lion King is there?
Yeah, what are the Lion King?
1.5, 2.
All-star cast of Matthew Broderick, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, James Earl Jones, Jeremy Irons, Rowan
He's reading this
Atkinson,
off of Wikipedia.
Whoopi Goldberg, Cheech Martin, and Jim Cummings.
He's reading this off of Wikipedia, people.
Shut up. You research before.
Stop it!
Do you know who wrote the music?
I did say who was the cast in A Little
Wait,
Princess.
Who wrote the music?
Hold on. Damn it.
Do I need to say?
Oh, I know it. Damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh my god.
Alright, let me give you a hint. 70s. Wait, that's not really.
No,
Do I really need to
No. Here's a clue. Benny.
Benny
and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
Rocket Man?
Oh!
Crocodile Rock.
Yeah. Rocket Man, no, I know that. No, I know it.
Say it.
Who is it?
Benny and the Jets? No, you know.
No, who sang the song?
Oh,
Benny and the Jets.
Wasn't it?
Jeez. Elton John.
Elton. Fucking yay! I knew it! This movie is absolutely fantastic.
Keep that in mind.
It has so many tear-wrenching moments, especially when, spoiler alert, Scar.
Who hasn't seen Lion King?
A baby.
Spoiler alert.
Also, the final battle between Simba and Scar is absolutely excellent. It is a
Uh-huh.
great score and it's absolutely fantastic fight scene. And also, him chasing the hyenas was also a good scene as well in the movie.
Those damn hyenas.
Those damn hyenas. Everyone in this movie absolutely did a fantastic job. It is a great Disney movie. Absolutely. One of my favorites of all time. I grew up on this movie, and it's definitely a film everyone should watch. And that's why it's my number 4.
Alright, my number 4, this movie was on my top 5 animation, hand-drawn animation films. This is one of the Hayao Miyazaki films.
Screw it away.
Nope, My Neighbor Totoro, actually. Yes.
I knew it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Shut your mouth. When you watch a Hayao Miyazaki film, there's a sense of wonder that you feel when you watch any one of those films. This film, if you have not seen it, it's basically these two kids moving to a village with their dad while their mother is away in a hospital. They see there's all these like black orbs and they follow it and they meet this big giant named Totoro, which is this magical giant that is able to fly into these things, and he brings this sense of wonder to these little kids, and it's such, I don't know why, like when I was watching it, the score and everything, it's so uplifting. It's a movie that when you watch with your, this is a movie that you definitely watch with your kids. You either watch the Japanese version or the English dub version, doesn't really matter as long as it has subtitles at least. When your kids watch this, they all feel such a great sense of just upliftingness, heartwarming. Everything that you look for in a kid's movie is in a Hayao Miyazaki movie. When the little kid meets her for the first time, brought a big smile to my face. It's definitely one of those magical movies that you should watch. That's why it's my number 4.
My next 2 are going to surprise a lot of people.
Next 2? What do
Yeah,
you mean, you have
my
a
number
tie?
4, no, my 4
thank
and
God.
number 3 are going to surprise people because these movies I grew up on and not a lot of people like.
Okay,
Well,
go for it.
90s kids will especially. First one, at number 4. My number 4 is Space Jam.
Oh, okay.
Not surprising.
That's fine.
It's a Space Jam because
fine.
when you look at it,
That's
Michael Jordan,
It's a 90s movie. It's
Yeah,
a 90s
exactly.
kids.
I know I like it, but
Yeah.
Michael Jordan meets the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it's a Looney Tunes.
Put them together, you
Yeah.
get awesomeness.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, mixed with Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, the greatest cartoons of all time.
Yeah, Looney Tunes. That right there
I like
screams
Space
family.
Jam. It's just
Plus, it's got a great cast. Well, great cast. I mean, you got all the NBA players who lost their talent. Charles Barkley's one of them,
And
and
you've got-
Patrick Ewing and a bunch of other.
And
players.
you've got all the
Guys,
Looney Tunes right there.
Oh, Bugsy Mogs. That was another
Yes.
guy.
Oh, I forgot about
The short guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And someone else. I think Tim Robbins. I don't know. And also a cameo appearance by Bill Murray.
This is definitely a movie for 90s kids.
Yes.
Definitely.
90s kids.
Which is what I am. So,
Me too.
Space Jam is an absolutely awesome movie from
Yes.
beginning to end. I'm a 90s kid. It has to be
Same
on.
here.
So it has to be on my list.
We're all 90s kids here.
So that's why that is my number 4.
Number 3. This movie is a very underrated film. It's
Oh,
a very underrated
underrated.
animated film. It's absolutely fantastic. The minute I saw it, I absolutely loved it. Especially when I was a kid, I grew up with this movie. It made me cry a couple of times. You know what this movie is? It's gonna be a shock to people. The Iron Giant.
That's not a shock at all. That's a fantastic one.
It is a
Yeah.
great film.
That's not a
Nice.
shock. That's a fantastic
It's a
one.
fantastic film.
And it's-
Many people I know don't like
It's a
it.
very underrated movie
Nice
as well.
pick. Nice pick.
Guess what was also
Not my number 3. But
Little
that's a nice
Princess
pick.
is underrated. Didn't make its budget back. I don't get why, but anyway,
It
yeah.
did
keep going.
DVD sales, that's for sure.
No, it didn't.
Absolutely, it's
VHS
absolutely
sale.
fantastic cast of Eli Marienthal, Jennifer Aniston, Handy Connick Jr., Vin Diesel as the Iron Robot, and
Yes.
Christopher McDonald as also the Admiral. It is absolutely fantastic story.
Brad Bird directed it.
Brad Bird did direct this second film Brad Bird directed in my list. I love this movie from the moment I saw it until it finished. I absolutely loved it.
Put two and two together.
From beginning to middle to end.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't remember too much of the plot. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remembered it. It's absolutely fantastic, especially the relationship between Hogarth and the Iron Giant and Vin Diesel is absolutely fantastic. I love everything about this movie because it's absolutely underrated. It didn't make its budget back, which
Don't
I'm
know why.
surprised how.
Yeah.
Shocking.
And
Many of his films have made their budget back. Seriously.
Well, that's because of poor marketing.
poor marketing,
assholes.
and that's why it's my number 3.
My number 3 is a movie that is a great kids movie, but also teaches the importance of families being together. It's Spy Kids. The first one.
Wow.
Spy Kids, yeah.
What?
I happen to love Spy Kids.
Wow.
I happen to love it, okay? This is a film. It's a great film that's about the chemistry of a brother and a sister and about the importance of a family working together. It's a great film. How do you not like it? It's
No, I do. I just wouldn't put it on that high. I would not put it that high.
I grew up with it. These top 3 are the ones I grew up with, okay? Let me just say that, alright? What? I love Spy Kids. Shut up.
That's way too. You put it way too high.
Shut up. Okay, it's a movie I grew up with. It's a very nostalgic film to me. Okay, it's Robert Rodriguez, but then again, he ripped the franchise of Spy Kids 4. So, screw you.
So he created it and then he murdered it.
Yeah. The chemistry between Carmen and Junie, they're great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Carmen and Junie, great chemistry between the two of them, how they bicker back and forth between each other as a brother and a sister. It's just like how they treat, like, one of them's tougher, one of them is not. How one of them can do a certain thing, one of them cannot do a certain thing. And then Antonio Banderas as the father is a badass wife. Yeah, Antonio Banderas. The father and the mother are kidnapped, so Carmen and Junie have to go and save them from...
Alan Cummings and that.
And for Alan Cummings, you gotta love those gadgets though, like shock bubble gum that they use and everything. The gadgets are very inventive. It's like James Bond, but for kids. It's very appropriate for kids. That's why I love it so much. And you know, if you don't like Spy Kids, you should at least give it a shot because I mean, it's a good film. Your kids are gonna love it. Don't show them Spy Kids 4 for the love of God, please. Do not show them.
That one was good. Okay.
Do it to punish them.
Show them Spy Kids 1, maybe
2
2,
and
3.
Show them the original trilogy.
Yeah, show them the original ones. Spy Kids 1 is a great kids movie that your kids can definitely watch, especially for a brother and sister, I would say. And it's also a great film that the whole family can get together and watch. It's not really necessarily magical, but it's a great action.
It's not magical.
No, it's not magical necessarily, but you know what it is? You know what it is? No, it's a great action-packed movie for a family. That's what it is. That's why it's my number 3.
My number 3 is another movie I grew up on. It's another 90s movie. Oh man.
Oh, I think I know
can
what
just
it is.
hear the backstorm coming
I know what it
now.
is. I think I know what it is.
Good Burger.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna put it. I knew he was gonna put it. I knew it.
Oh, good burger, home of the good burger. Can I take your order?
Oh my god! I knew you were gonna pick that, Alex.
Oh man.
I had it.
Where do I
I
even
did.
begin with this movie?
Ed!
What?
Ed!
What?
Ed!
What?
Ed!
What? I'm Ed.
Keenan and Kel, man, they are
Yeah,
hilarious.
back when they were still a team. This movie is still one of my favorites.
Of all time?
No, not of all time.
Okay, thank
It's in
God.
the top 30, I would say. I grew up with it, and we saw it in the theaters when it came out.
That we did. I
with
still
our
remember,
cousin Shannon.
I still remember that one scene where there was this one girl from from Amanda's show or all that, and she was talking fast to Ed. I remember
I'm doing.
yeah, and like
What about Denberg?
and at the end of the scene, he was like, "That's how I'm like when I don't understand anything." Literally.
So many iconic lines. So many iconic lines. Look, I'm Grape Nose Boy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Milkshake machine.
Did you turn on the switch? Strawberry jacuzzi. Woo!
and you're going in the grinder.
Messy Kurt.
Yeah,
Going
in the grinder. Cargo Electra makes a cameo.
Oh yeah, Carmen Electra, Roxanne.
I love.
Roxanne.
Is it?
First time I ever heard that song, by the way, was in that movie.
Not the police version.
No, it wasn't the police version.
I'm pretty sure Uncle Jordan made a cameo as well.
No,
No.
He did?
that was Shaq.
That was Shaq.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Wrong team.
So, yeah.
feel hungry. Little man, I wanted tomatoes on my burger. There's no tomatoes.
Consider yourself tomato. Ha!
You're not like other people, are you?
Um,
Look, Mom on TV. All right, I keep going on and on. You guys get the picture. This movie is absolutely amazing, in my opinion, and hopefully in your guys' opinion too, because 90s kid, come on, you gotta agree.
True.
So, that's why it's my number 3.
Number 2.
Alright, number 2.
Wikipedia.
Shut up, Alex, Mr. Dill.
Wikipedia was a movie?
I got it on the phone.
Number 2 is an excellent family film. I saw this as a young kid. I don't remember as much as this one, but when I saw it, it was absolutely fantastic.
Hold a minute.
I absolutely loved it. Actually, I didn't like it as much as the second time I saw it. The second time I saw it, I loved it more than the first. And you know what movie this is?
What?
E.T.
That's my number 2 as well.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Is it yours?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, Alex.
T is an absolute classic.
It is a classic.
And to me, it is next to Jaws as Steven Spielberg's best film.
It is. There is a great cast in this movie. Henry Thomas, Robert McNaughton, Drew Barrymore,
Yeah,
Dee
Drew Barrymore.
Wallace, and also the main work. All like from what I've read, the main voice work was done by Pat Welsh, a woman.
For E.T.?
For E.T., yeah, that was all her main
Wow.
voice work. She smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day in order to sound like E.T. in the movie.
I'll bet she's paying for it now.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she must have made a damn lot of money.
I know, she made a damn lot of money. It shows
Yeah.
a relationship about family and some iconic scenes that have been duplicated by many shows.
Oh, the scene where Joe talked about this in the sci-fi films, but it was the scene where they're in the school area.
Oh,
they're in the
yeah.
school and like E.T.'s watching that one movie, and it's like his thing is transferring to LA, and he kisses the kid. He gets drunk and he falls over.
It was absolutely Steven Spielberg's one of his favorite, absolute most best
And
films.
he shot it in chronological order to get
He did.
get everything right. And that was Spielberg. You're a master. Let me
He
just
is
say
a
that.
master. There's so many iconic scenes, especially
Oh.
when he leaves home. Leaves at the end. That was just a sad, touching
And you cannot forget them flying past the moon.
That
Come
was
on.
freaking
Come
awesome.
on.
You cannot. How does you not know that if you've never seen that show? It's done by many TV shows
I
like
haven't
American
seen
Dad.
E.T. either. Seriously, you need to watch
You
it.
need to watch. You're like the Geico caveman who just came out rocking his commercial.
Or you're a baby.
Oh,
Or
that
you're-
Geico caveman.
E.T. is such a silly little alien, but he's so lovable.
Everyone
and,
loves him.
and and then he's got the touch. Yeah, I had to do that.
E.T.
Phone home.
Ouch.
You ruined it.
No, I didn't.
ruined it. You
ruined it.
ruined
First,
it.
how
You
did I ruin
ruined
it? How?
You ruined
How?
it.
Stop. It's just a fantastic film. You can watch this with your family.
You can.
It's a great, and there are so many emotional scenes.
And that's
Yeah.
why it's our
Number two. Hell yeah, E.T.
Alright, my number 2 is a movie that I saw when I was very young. A movie that I still, well, whenever it's on TV, I still watch it, not gonna lie. It's the original Charlotte's Web.
Oh, yeah,
the
not
original
that live
one.
action.
Not the one with Dakota
I
Fanning.
forgot about that.
Same.
I forget who was the voice actors in this one. This movie is a book to film adaptation.
Yeah.
One of the greatest books.
A fantastic book.
Absolutely, I agree
Film
100%.
It's basically about a spider who befriends a pig, and that makes the pig a
Oh my
star.
God.
Makes the pig a star where she writes Zuckerman's famous pig.
I just remembered the end scene.
Oh yeah, that scene was pretty.
It was heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
Oh shit.
It was heartbreaking.
But following that scene is so adorable.
It's so heartwarming. From so heartbreaking to so heartwarming.
and adorable.
And adorable. And
Oh, those little spiders.
there's so many of them. What, you don't like spiders?
Oh.
Like spiders?
It's the biggest phobia in the world.
God,
Yeah,
that's
this
our
movie
channel.
is an absolute masterpiece. That's why it's my number 2.
It's number 1.
My number 1 is, by doubt, one of my favorite film franchise of all time. I've grown with this movie.
I have a feeling what it is.
I've grown with this franchise as a kid. It is absolutely fantastic. It's some great music, great scores, and it also has some of the great voice acting. It is heartwarming. It is absolutely a great movie, and it also features one of my favorite things: toys.
Oh!
And you know what it is? You know what? I couldn't pick one of these. I had to pick the entire Toy Story franchise.
Okay.
I had to pick the entire Toy Story franchise.
yeah.
Number 1's probably my favorite out of all of them, but they're all so hard.
Well, you know
to
what,
pick.
Lucas? You and I have the same number 1.
Really?
That's right. Toy Story is also my number 1.
Yeah,
You?
the French.
What the hell?
Are you serious? You don't even have it on your top 5?
Nope.
Mr.
That's disrespectful. Toy Story, okay? You cannot go wrong with Toy Story.
No, you
alright?
cannot.
Toy Story is to me, you know, Toy Story 1, 2, 3. To me, it's all together one film.
It is absolutely fantastic.
You know, it is, I guess, to us the best Pixar film ever made.
Absolutely. They're
What
all
would you
great.
say is the best then?
Oh, they're all
Finding
great.
Nemo.
No, it does not compare to Toy Story.
No, it does not. Randy Newman, you do an excellent score.
You got a friend in me.
That is a great song.
Yeah,
I absolutely love
the
it.
voice acting: Tom Hanks, Tim Allen.
That other guy,
Oh yeah, also one of my favorite scenes of the Toy Story
John
movies.
Ratzenberger.
Yep, he was also in it. But anyway, one of my favorite scenes in the movies where Buzz is also with Woody's talking to Buzz and gas station goes, "You are a toy." I love that scene so much.
And the thing I love
Wow.
about the Toy Story trilogy is not really a franchise right now.
is a franchise.
But the trilogy, I love how it all connects to each other. The first one is the importance of toys that the kids like. The second one is kind of the same thing, but the third one, it's about letting go and moving on with your life. It's not only a great film for kids, but it's also a good one for adults. too.
Absolutely.
Toys are better than fish, by the way.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Much
Also,
better
I've
than
had
fish.
fish before.
No.
Toys are better than fish.
Yes, thank you. Woody the cowboy, we've got Buzz,
Buzz
you got Buzz the Space Ranger,
Peep,
you
the
got
Tyrannosaurus
the
Rex,
Potato
T-Rex.
Head,
Yes, the Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head, you've got
A great villain in Zer.
and the third one you've got the Barbie doll.
The Barbie doll. And
The
also
Ken
Ted.
doll, and you got the
And
Ken
also the
doll.
bear. The bear is the main
Hugging
one.
Bear,
Hugging
yes. You've got so many. Oh yeah, and that hot dog, the
Oh
dog
yeah, I
thing.
remember that. Also, one of my favorite scenes, also another great scene, is from Toy Story 3 when he speaks when they turn his language to Spanish. I love that.
I think the scene where I cried the most in 3, I'd say
Absolutely, the end.
The end.
No, there's actually 2 parts. The incinerator scene.
Oh man, that was.
The aliens, the
aliens.
claw. Right when I saw that, I was like, yes! But then at the end, when Annie explained the toys to the kid, that brought back so much nostalgia, and I just lost it. I couldn't
was
keep it
crazy.
together. I mean, John Lasseter directed the first 2, but 3 was Lee Unkrich who directed it. And by the way, a very interesting fun fact, Joss Whedon co-wrote the first Toy Story.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he wrote the first one. But then John Lasseter had to do Cars 1 and 2.
Fuck cars.
Seriously.
Will be.
Toy Story is a perfect movie for a family.
Franchise.
And it's a perfect trilogy.
One thing also,
Wow.
my favorite character is Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
by the
you-
way.
you
Buzz
cannot-
Lightyear all the way.
To infinity and beyond! Classic. You have no word thing to say because it's not your top 5.
No,
so
I like-
shut
I
up.
Yeah,
still like
Mr.
Toy
Jew, how
Story.
could you? There's also a fun fact. You know Sid from the first film, he becomes a garbage collector in the third film.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
They show he's a garbage collector in the third
No
film.
wonder he was a douchebag for those
Yep.
toys. Oh, I remember that scene, the first Toy Story when they were in prison in Sid's house.
Yep.
That scene scared the crap
It
out of me.
did,
when I was a
especially a
kid.
little robot with the baby's head on it.
Oh my god. Toy Story, it's a perfect movie to sit down with your family to watch. It's also a good kids movie. If you have not seen Toy Story, where in the hell have you been for the past, Jesus, like 20 years?
90, it was the first one 95, 99,
So
then
15.
2010.
So 15 then.
around there.
Any kid who has had a toy will love Toy Story. That's why it's number 1, Lucas.
Yeah!
What do you have for your number 1?
Mr. Alex Putnam.
I know what it is.
Joe knows what it is. I hope. My number 1 is an absolute classic. You want to talk about family movies? This is the personification of it. Magical. It's funny. It's got a little bit of drama, but put them all together, it's an absolute classic. My number 1, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Better than Toy Story?
Yes.
Wow.
Done with this.
Beats Toy Story?
Yes,
Beats
it does.
Toy Story.
Absolutely.
No.
Is that your number one, Joe?
Matter of perspective.
Number one.
That's his number one.
Really?
Yes.
Really, Joe?
Matter of
I am
perspective.
I am shocked.
Okay,
and
so
Okay, I'll give you a pass because I love Willy Wonka as well.
Me too.
this movie is an absolute masterpiece. The 5 kids all have a different personality. Charlie is the
Toy Story's funny as well.
well, Charlie's the main
nice
character.
kid. The
He's
guy.
the nice one. Mike TV's the douchebag.
Fucking remake. Ugh.
Violet, the stuck-up brat.
No, it's the competitive one.
Is the competitive one.
Yes.
Veruca Salt's the stuck-up brat.
Is the-
Yes.
And forget the other one.
The fatty.
Okay, Augustus
Augustus
Gloop.
Gloop is the fat ass.
He's the gluttony guy.
He's the fat ass. And then
Gene Wilder.
Oh man. He was a freaking awesome person to play this. Johnny Depp fucking sucks. We'll say that.
You're really weird.
Oompa loompa doobity-doo.
I've got another puzzle for you. You
yeah.
will live in happiness too. Why be Oompa Loompa
Doobity-doo.
Stop recording.
Wow.
Perfect.
Just kidding.
What?
One of the craziest scenes in the movie is the tunnel scene.
Oh my
The
god.
tunnel scene was a
That
little
scared the shit out of me
little
too.
scary for the young, but it was still awesome. That's why Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is my number one. It's an absolute masterpiece.
And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. It is time for these shit stains of family film. There is a family film that we all have to shit on.
Yep.
I think I might know. You guys might know what
Yeah.
it is. This movie sucks. This movie is a book to film adaptation. It is one of the worst I've ever seen in my
Okay,
entire
I know
life.
what it is then.
I know what it
You know
is.
what it is?
Remake.
The Cat in the Hat.
Oh!
I wasn't
The Cat
expecting
in the Hat.
that.
The Cat in the Hat.
Oh!
Oh god, I hate this.
Ching!
Yep. Even like they're at Universal Studios.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching. Oh yeah. Mike Myers, Eric Baldwin, Kelly Preston, Dakota
Yeah.
Fanning, Spencer Breslin, Amy Hill, and Sean Hayes all star in this terrible piece
What
of
a
shit movie.
terrible fucking movie.
This movie sucks so much. It's been a while since I've seen it, but when I saw it as a kid, I'm like, man, this movie's terrible. Even though
At
I
first-
was a kid, I knew this
No,
was
at
terrible.
first
My
it-
family knew it was terrible.
No, at first it was okay.
At first,
No,
people loved
no,
it.
at
At
first
first it was
terrible.
good. Then
At first it was terrible.
Started to sing.
I've always hated it.
At first, it started singing, and they're like, "What the fuck is this piece of shit?"
Yeah, I know. This is the worst book to film adaptation I've ever seen in
Wow.
my entire life. Without a doubt, would make Dr. Seuss roll over in his grave
Oh,
and
yeah.
torture him.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Cat in the Hat. That's all I have to say.
I-
The book is great. The
Book is-
movie's
Oh, the
fucking
book is
shit.
fantastic.
The book is
Classic.
fantastic, but the movie's shit. Fuck you, back in that movie.
My worst family movie of all time. This is also the worst TV to film adaptation I've ever seen in my life.
Oh!
You guys know this. M. Night Shyamalan fucked this up so much. The Last Airbender.
I knew it.
Oh
I
no!
This is
Oh,
also
God, fuck.
one of my least favorite films of all time, should I add. I think Avatar The Last Airbender is my favorite cartoon of all time. It really is.
It is great.
I love it. It got me interested in martial arts, okay? The cartoon has relatable characters, great animation,
It does.
it has a great plot, great acting. It's just, it's an amazing kid show.
It is.
The film, however, deviates
Sucks
from
balls.
all of that. For one thing, the characters aren't even fucking Asians, they're whites!
They're
Yeah,
white.
white.
And
They're white.
they
They're
pronounce
whiteys.
they pronounce all of the names wrong.
Wrong.
Aang, no, it's Aang. Iroh, Ero, Sokka, Sokka. What the fuck? And then Shyamalan, you coming to be a fan of the show? Oh, yeah, fucking right. In the movie, when you first see where the Earthbenders are imprisoned, they're imprisoned in a place where they can fucking kill the Firebenders.
They can.
In the TV show, they're on a ship where there is nothing possible to do. And you want something crazy? What 6 airbenders could do in the movie is lift up one little piece of rock and throw it at somebody. In the show, what one airbender can do was fucking make the tectonic plates move.
I know.
I thought that was Dragon Balls.
Don't even mention that either. The acting is absolute shit. There's only one fucking scene in this entire movie that stayed faithful to the show. And the ending wasn't even the ending. Aang turns into a fish at the end. And like pretty much, and he wards off the firebenders. What does he do in this movie? He shows off by by catching this big ass wave and throwing everyone off. But anyways, M. Night Shyamalan, thank you for ripping my childhood with this movie. Seriously, fuck you, don't. Seriously! That is why it is my shit stain for family films.
Wow, mine looks like a fucking masterpiece. This movie came out in the summer of 2003. It features one of my favorite comedians ever.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
My shit stain is Daddy Daycare.
I thought it was Master of Disguise.
No. Daddy Daycare. Eddie Murphy. I remember that. Eddie Murphy was so hilarious in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But when he came to this decade, he sucked! He had some okay movies. I mean, Tower Heist
was good.
and Dreamgirls were good.
I didn't see Dreamgirls.
But other than that, he was been absolutely terrible in his decision making. The kids are just annoying. They don't know what the hell they're doing, and apparently they have to win them back over and stuff like that. It's just fucking stupid.
It is.
Absolutely as hell.
They made a sequel to this.
They did make a
Daddy
sequel,
Daycare.
and this one was an absolutely shit stain. Daddy
Exception.
Daycare was terrible. Never want to see this movie again.
Nope.
I don't want to ever again.
Let's go watch it right now.
Alright, so those were our top 5 family films, the honorable mentions, and of course, these shit stains as usual. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving, and until the next top 5, we will see you guys next time.
See you later and stay awesome.
Viva la familia!
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.